yesterday.
Yeah, we'll come up and
Exactly, that's where I got it
I'll ask
from.
him today when he comes on.
He won't remember. He won't remember, trust me. Okay, the big conversation comes up next with Lifestyle Daily, where we take a look into issues affecting your everyday living.
And on Travel Tuesday, our hashtag daily, we will be talking about women in tourism. And on the blog, we'll be hosting a magician.
I'm so excited.
I can't wait to see it. I've never met a magician in real person.
One of my favorite movies is Now You See Me. Have you watched that movie?
Yeah, Now You See Me, yeah. Those,
yeah.
I think 4 or 5 guys.
Yes,
yeah.
the Horsemen.
It's amazing.
I love that movie so much. I'm actually quite happy to have a magician come into the studio today.
I have lots of questions for the magician.
Me too, me too. Okay, and you already know you are a major part of the AM Club. So do send in your thoughts and comments on all our social media platforms at MX24GH with the hashtag DAM Club. You can also watch us online on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube, actually.
And Instagram, actually.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
At MX24, we're everywhere.
Exactly, we are everywhere. MX24GH is the username.
And if you also want to send us a WhatsApp, the number is 055-033-1511. You'll have it on your screen shortly. 055-033-1511. Send me your comments, voice notes, video reactions to all the stories we cover on the show today.
Okay, so it's now time for our daily dose of Vim. Hashtag my daily dose of Vim. And today we say make every second single second.
Single second, huh?
Yeah, make every single second or second. It's still the same thing, though.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Oh. Make every single second count.
There's 86,400 seconds in a day. The separator between me and you and people that win and lose is what we do with those seconds. You want to win? You want to be a millionaire? You got to quit being so casual. You walk slow, you talk slow, you implement things slow, you talk a good game like you're going to be somebody. Wake up! You're going to get your ass kicked, dude. You got to get focused and get in a hurry. The separator is going to be who takes massive action quickly.
And that's why most people never realize their personal greatness, because they're casual about life. And when you are casual about life, you will end up a casualty. You've got to develop a sense of urgency. Start working and developing yourself now and prepare yourself for what it is that you want, because you expect to get it.
You meet somebody wealthy, their family at one point was not wealthy. And then the one shows up. The one. One person changes the family tree forever. In my family, I'm the one. And it wasn't because I wanted it or I hoped for it. I fought for it. I want to win. I want to fight for my family. I want my mom and dad proud of me. I want my kids proud of me. I want me proud of me. I want to look in the mirror and be happy.
Telling yourself every day, here I go again. This is my day, and nothing out here is going to stop me.
Everything has to do with you intending to win. If you make that shift, I'm going to win. We're going to play to win now. We're not playing to play. We're not playing to see how we do. We're not playing for fun. Once you decide to win, once you start getting some winning, you start changing. You talk different. You walk different. You can change you. You'd be surprised how good you'd be if you just decide to win. Be number one in your office, number one in your region.
And don't get caught up in, well, I've tried it 4 or 5 times and things didn't work out. If there's something that you want and you're hungry for it, you've got to do what is required.
Successful people stop negotiating the price in their life. You know what's stripping all your success? You keep negotiating the price you're paying. Man, all the work I'm putting in, it's not paying off. I don't see my family as much. I got to do all this. You start negotiating it all the time, and it's sapping all your damn energy. Successful people don't negotiate price, they negotiate worth. Could this be... different person? You decide that. You're the lead character in the story of your life. That's the decision. Decide now. You're going to keep negotiating the price, or can you not be bought?
Absolutely. You're watching the AM Club live from our Silicon Square studio here in East Legon. Remember to join in the show with our hashtag, the AM Club, on MX24GH on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. It's now time for Coffee Daily, where we are recapping the biggest trending stories in the last 24 hours. So before that, Edma, I liked my Daily Dose of Vim video that played.
Yes.
I shared something on Instagram yesterday, and I said that sometimes what's waiting for you on the other side of comparison is distraction.
Absolutely.
Be your own competition.
Absolutely.
So I want me to be proud of me. Don't you?
Fantastic. Wow. Motivation Monday.
I'm feeling very deep.
We need that for Motivation
morning.
Monday. Full energy. By the way, before we continue, I just need to tell you that you're looking absolutely fantastic.
Thank you very much, Edma.
Let me say this before Kavoy comes and he takes all the praises and compliments that I have
Which you know
inside of my body.
You know, which you know you're going to give him, but it's okay.
Yes, I will. So I'm actually giving you half of it. So eventually when Kavoy comes, I'll give him the other half, because I tend to always give him 100%. And I tell you behind.
So I deserve 50, yeah?
No, today you deserve 70% because you look absolutely
Thank you very
stunning.
much, Edma. Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome.
What's happening in the world?
So, unfortunately, a 9-year-old boy has been shot dead during a festival ritual at Awutu Breku in the central region, according to eyewitnesses. The boy was killed during a performance of some rituals in the community ahead of the Awubia festival. 2 persons who were also injured in the process have been sent to the Winneba Trauma and Specialist Hospital for treatment. Meanwhile, Awutu Breku District Police Command noted that the suspect has been arrested.
I can confirm it because you, the journalists, were here before we, the security, we came in. But unfortunately, we came to meet it that it is very true that an incident had occurred. So the body and then the injured person has been taken to Winneba Trauma Hospital. And then the suspect has also been brought to the police by the town folk. So we are now going to investigate to know how the whole thing happened. So each and every one should take heart, we should exercise restraint for us to investigate so that we come out with the truth and things will work out perfectly for everybody.
Any arrest?
That is what I'm saying. The suspect who fired has been brought. Even not the police who arrested him, but rather the town folk. They arrested him and brought him to the police. Meanwhile, you should know that police station cells is the best place for everybody when cases of this nature happen, so that nobody will touch him.
Now to the trending hashtag NSS posting ahead of the upcoming national service posting. Social media users have been sharing their national service experience, from the issues of posting to underdeveloped communities to the NSS Alawa, with the hashtag NSS posting, and it has been trending ever since. Godwin, what service did you do? Where did you do your service actually? And I want to know. I really want to know.
I'm very proud of it. I was sent to the central region.
Okay.
Cape Coast, to be specific. I was with the Ghana Education Service.
Oh.
Headquarters. Yeah, head office rather. In the
Fantastic.
around Kotokraba. I remember when I posted. Now I'm going to be honest with this. I remember when the postings came and I was being sent to the central region. I had lived in Accra all my life.
Of course,
so I was, I wasn't
Were
sure
you
if I wanted to.
skeptical about it?
I was skeptical about it. And being GES at the time, this was like, what, 10 years ago? Being GES, I was like,
What does that mean?
Send me to Tigo or MTN or, any of these posh offices. I don't want to, I'm being honest.
But how was it? How was the experience?
Such a great experience.
Did you learn a lot?
I learned Fante. I met amazing people.
Yeah.
I was glad I went, actually. And I interacted with the schools. So I went to sites, mostly girls, working with, it was amazing.
Hey.
So much that my boss didn't want me to leave.
Oh, they offered you a job after?
They did, but I was so interested in acting, I decided to come back home and pursue it.
Yeah,
so,
that's fantastic. Well, from that, I don't have an experience.
Of course you didn't. Please don't come
But
and
do you
tell
know
us.
what? No, but do you know in the UK, for example, so after, I think, year 11, which is actually during year 11, which is junior high school, so your final year of junior high school, you receive your national insurance card, and your national insurance card basically allows you to work. So you will not be able to work anywhere in the UK if you do not have your national insurance card. So you receive it when you're 16. So as soon as you receive your card, your school organizes a placement for you. We call it work experience.
Okay.
So you get to go for a work experience for 2 weeks and learn about
2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks, yeah.
Just 2 weeks?
Just 2 weeks.
My dear, yes, it's a year. It's a whole year.
Just 2 weeks. So you learn about it. I mean, you're 16 at the time. So
right, so you're quite young.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you learn about it, and then you also have to share your experience. You have to document everything, which is going to be marked by your teachers, and they're going to grade you on it. So every single day, you also have to like sign in just to prove that you've actually been and you went around somewhere galloping and.
But you know what somebody will say? It's better to do your service in the UK. For 2 weeks. Anywhere in the UK they post you. Are there places in the UK they post you that you don't want to go?
Yes, of course.
Like
yes.
Where? Like
I mean,
what,
you
the
don't
subway?
no, but you don't get to choose. Yes, you don't, I mean, they ask you where you want to be posted.
They ask you?
Yeah, they ask you, but you don't necessarily get it at the end of the day. I wanted like a retail shop. Because at that time, I'm 16, I'm like, yeah, shops, clothes, you know, shoes. And so I went, they gave me a retail shop, but it's not every single person who got what they wanted.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have to, it's first come, first served.
Please, you tell me more about it after the show.
I definitely will.
But let's check out some tweets that have come in concerning the NSS postings. Twitter is the most hilarious place on the planet.
Listen, have you been on Ghana Twitter before, or even Nigerian Twitter? You'd laugh.
Is the most hilarious place on this planet.
It really is.
This is what is coming. And at Kwame_2 says, if you be NSS personnel and you have been posted to Cocoa Board, make no bro lie you say you go get extra apart from the 559 Ghana cedis. I was there and I served for the 559 Ghana cedis. Hashtag NSS posting. This is from someone who has tried and tested the system.
Yes. System is working 24/7.
I mean, that's what we used to think back then. We thought, you know, when you get to MTN and all these big
but some
companies,
of them
private companies, they do give you extra.
Yeah, some of them do give you extra, yeah.
Well, they said Cocoa, but they won't. At Kwesi Rain says, how can you finish computer science for 4 years and somebody will tell you to buy watch it for him every morning? Hashtag NSS posting. That is so true.
I know, right?
They'll just be tossing you around. At Show Me the Way says, most of the time NSS posting changes destiny. Wherever they post you, go. My friend was posted to a shrine. Now someone who they owe him for years, just send him the money. People are hilarious. NSS postings, hashtag NSS. This one from Aaron Owusu says, so with all this psychological trauma, NSS is putting some students in. Is it all for 599.4 Ghana cedis? Indeed, nobody cares about our mental health in Ghana.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
But to be honest, I feel like sometimes I do understand them because I don't see the relation or the correlation. If you studied, for example, I don't know, IT, or if you and you're sent to something completely different. I mean, I know that it all comes back to gaining experience and serving the country and all of that, but I would definitely want to be posted where I studied so that I would get some type of knowledge there. So at least I know that I have 1 year of knowledge. Maybe if I studied the oil and gas management, I get sent to an oil and gas company. I know that
you get experience.
Yes, I got an experience for 1 year, and that will add to my CV for me to eventually now potentially get a job.
But I mean, I see the benefit of this because I'm not a teacher. I was posted to GES. I interacted with students, and I know how that has benefited me with my human relations.
I mean, I guess it depends on the individuals and how you see the opportunity and better yourself with it.
Yes. So wherever they post you go, like someone said on Twitter. At one guard, in Sawam, one guard says, Chairman of the Love Go Church Way, then post am go National Cathedral Development Committee. Hashtag NSS postings. This one from Tuche says, the NSS, they make guys cry. One party is posted to mortuary, wallahi, Dabro, they go carry corpse. Oh my goodness.
No, but is that even possible? Does that happen?
Mortuary?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has been posted to the
mortuary. No, I think that's
before.
a joke because...
Are you sure?
How? I mean, how?
I mean, if they post you to Kolibu and they need help at the mortuary, you have to
No,
help.
I don't think.
No,
it's
about
but
the country.
I think about my mental health
People
here.
Like,
I don't want to be seeing
traffic. So listen, it's about 7. If you say you want to fix the country, this is how you start, by being hands-on and helping. Thank you.
You
very
either
much.
posted you there, would you go?
I went. Didn't they post me and I went?
That's very true. But I mean, let me tell you this. Let me put this on record that the NSSS posting is not out, and we are reliably informed that the posting will be released after final year students of various tertiary institutions complete their exams. So be vigilant out there and let us know where you've been posted as well with the hashtag. We definitely would like to read some of your tweets. Now, let's move on to the Bureau of Public Safety, which is a non-profit organization, and they have revealed that over 2.4 million firearms are in the possession of private individuals in the country. According to the organization, the figures of firearms proliferation keep going up, and added that there has been a 70% increase in the firearms used in the community crimes. The Bureau of Public Safety is calling on the government to guard against the smuggling of firearms through the country's borders. Godwin, please let us hear some of the figures.
Some of the facts here.
Yeah.
So this just goes back to the story that happened in, with a 9-year-old kid.
Exactly, he was shot.
It goes back to it, and the Bureau of Public Safety has come out with this fact, and it's tool frequently used in committing violent crimes. That is 2020 versus 2021, and the yellow indicate the first half of 2020, and the red indicate the first half of 2021, and obviously you can see the first half of 2021 has increased. In 2020, the first half of 2020, 63 firearms were used in committing crimes. In 2021, 113 firearms.
Wow.
That's more than 50%.
Yeah.
This one, knife machetes used in first half of 2020 was 59. In 2021, 73. And other tools used in committing crimes, 23 in the first half of 2020 and 30 in the first half of 2021. Amazing. And number of cases recorded per month, is a whole lot. But crimes, 26, February 34, it keeps, going up, coming down. That's for 2020 versus 2021. For instance, for crime, January 2020, that was about 26, and then January 2021 is 29. That's a huge
the total in grey
in 2020 is 628. 628 in 2020, and then 670 in 2021. A slight increase, but I can't even call it slight because
it is an increase.
It's an increase. It's crime, and oh goodness. Number of injuries recorded per month. You have crimes total in 2020. You have 529, and in the first half of 2021, you have 619. In 2020, it was 529, the whole of 2020, but just in the first half of 2021, 619. That is a lot.
That is a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
I must say. Edma.
At this point, I have nothing to say. I mean, just on Sunday, there was a 22-year-old lady who was shot during a wedding in Nima. So you know how sometimes they like to use firearms to celebrate their weddings. Some of the Muslims like to do that. Well, basically, this is what ended up with the 22-year-old lady being hit by the bullet, just like the 9-year-old here at the festival. And it's really, really sad. I mean, it does call for precautions in terms of firearms being used by individuals and the smuggling of firearms through our borders. The governments definitely need to do something about that.
That is devastating, I must say. And in 2020, we have some few more facts for our viewers. Number of deaths recorded per month, but the total, let's give them the total. The total of deaths in 2020, 440 caused by firearms and weapons. And then in the first half of 2021, 504. Still an increase, and the year is not even over. We're just about to finish August. Crazy. And then top 5 reported violent crime from January to June 2021. Assault, 20. Suicide, 23. Armed robbery, 34. Robbery and burglary, 72. Murder, manslaughter, 108.
Yeah. I mean, this is...
Let me add this. There's firearm used in the commission of violent crime increased by 79% over the same period in the year 2020. 79%.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, every single day we come here, and since we started the AM Club, we are either reading a story about a road accident, or we are reading somebody killing somebody else for manslaughter, really, somebody for money ritual of some type of ritual, or somebody killing somebody else because of a dispute or misunderstanding. And I mean, what have we come up to as a people in this nation?
Yesterday we were talking about it, and we said one of the ways to change this is by changing our narrative.
Absolutely.
By changing what we show the next generation.
Yes.
You know, if you're going to continue to show violent crimes in our movies and money rituals in our movies, then these kids are going to grow and take it up and continue the trend.
I definitely agree with you. And we did also agree that we're going to have a show on Lifestyle Daily where we talk about solutions and how we can eventually come together, brainstorm together as a community on our social media platforms. You are involved, join the AM Club. Us here also at the AM Club, the presenters, the producers, we're all going to come together and find solution in terms of how we can help minimize this trend really that's happening right now in Ghana, because it's definitely a trend, because every single day we read a story about a murder or road accident.
Well, let's move away from all these sad stories and do something about your favorite local club, Asante Kotoko. Now, Asante Kotoko has unveiled their brand new home and away kits for the 2021-2022 season. Last season, the club signed a 3-year deal with Italian kits manufacturer Area. The Porcupine Warriors maintained the red color for the home kit with beautifully woven Edinkra symbols. Kotoko went with yellow for the away kit with green and black stripes on the end of the sleeves. The new kits will be worn for the first time when the 2021-2022 Ghana Premier League season kicks off in October. Now let's check out the unveiled video. I don't know if Kotoko used this theme, this sound because it has this Adowa feel to it.
Yeah, I think it does.
That's why they used it.
Yeah, because I was dancing my Adowa.
Bam, 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 bam. You are very interesting. Now let's check out what people have been saying about Kotoko's new kits. As Silencer One says, hey, so who designs these things? And
that is a lie. That is a lie. I refuse. I rebuke that tweet. In fact, I rebuke it and I refuse it and I damage it and I burn it.
I'm not surprised because the person has House of Focus.
Exactly. Exactly.
Another House of Folk supporter says, no. I have watched the video several times, but this jersey is not. It's not much different from last season's. The hype was not worth it. Wait till House of Folk GH drop our jerseys for next season. Phobia, I don't know why you are taking this.
But why are you taking it so personal? Somebody has launched their jersey. It's either you support them or you don't, and you move on. That's it.
Well, the rivalry continues. At Wachiura says, at Asante Kotoko SC is the club all Ghanaian teams must learn from. Iradi professionalism pioneer. Thanks to your team for appointing this board, and God bless the board for appointing this management, and God bless the management for running Asante Kotoko SC professionally. Big ups, Asante Kotoko. This one's at the past even said, please let us all save to buy this Asante Kotoko SC jersey so that area official, the manufacturers, will run out of stock. As a fan of Asante Kotoko, buy our jersey as a gift for couples if you're going to weddings, and such marriage will last forever because we are unbreakable. Very, very interesting. That's a lot of thought in there. And so those are the comments that have come in. But let me mention that today in 1935, Kumasi Asante Kotoko was formed.
Wow,
Yes.
in 1935.
That's
so
Kotoko is
amazing.
86 years old. And by far, they are known to be the most successful club in Ghana. With 23 league titles, should I continue? 9 FA Cups, 2 African Championship Cups. Absolutely. We're Kotoko big guys. I like the red jersey.
Thank you.
Not because I'm Ewe, but I like the I like the red jersey. Let's move on from Asante Kotoko and do some PSG news. Kylian Mbappe is now unlikely to move to Real Madrid in this summer transfer window after PSG failed to reply to their 200 million euros offer yesterday. The Spanish club made a second improved bid of 170 million euros from 10 million euros in add-ons and set PSG a deadline to respond by 4 GMT. It is now more than likely that Real will wait until January when they can sign Mbappe on a pre-contract agreement for him to join for free next summer. Mbappe turned to France's headquarters yesterday as the world champions prepare to face Bosnia and Herzegovina. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Herzegovina, Ukraine and Finland in their upcoming World Cup qualifiers. What do you think? Mbappe is not moving to Real for now.
For now, I mean, I think he wants to go.
You think he wants to go?
I don't know, but I think...
Is it for the money?
Maybe, or just to explore.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. But I think he also wants to
How long has
explore.
he been with PSG? I don't know.
I have no idea, but for a couple, 2 or 3 years, or maybe more. I don't know, but I'll do that research and definitely get back to you.
Let's do some tech news now. WhatsApp has reportedly been working on a new feature that changes the way you chat on the app. According to reports, WhatsApp is working on message reactions, like Kevin would say, but I thought this was there already. The feature will let you react to messages. You can place an emoji on a message to express what you feel about it. The message reactions feature is already available on Instagram, Twitter, iMessage, and Facebook. Currently, the reaction options offered by Facebook include love, laughing, astonishment, sadness, anger, and care. They can be accessed by pressing and holding the like. But you know this feature on iMessage?
Yes, I know it, and I know it on Instagram as well. I know it on Facebook as well, yeah. But then I feel like WhatsApp
is trying so hard.
WhatsApp is just, you know, it's more intimate. I don't know how to explain it, but it's more like, you know, your DMs on Instagram. So you really don't need to be expressing all of that. I can just send your voice and be like, listen, guy, what you just said to me doesn't make sense.
You could also reply, because they have the reply.
And just,
you know,
thank you.
Slide right, reply with the emoji you want to reply. I don't know why you have to.
It's more appealing to the youth.
Well, I think so.
Or the millennium.
And just to engage them too, I believe.
Absolutely.
Well, that's it for Coffee Daily.
Yes, that's it for Coffee Daily. And we are about to take a very deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz with our boy, Kavoy.
Wagwan people, welcome to Tuesdays. It's Travel Tuesdays today, right, guys? Yeah. All right. Today,
it's a travel
inside the AM Club. This is MX Breaks Lifestyle and Entertainment, guys, where I bring you all the updates in lifestyle and entertainment in Ghana and, of course, across the globe. Guys, Wagwan.
Hi. So unfortunately, I gave
I'm not going to allow you. I'm not going to allow you. Please do what you have to do.
No.
Do the needful.
No, I gave all your compliments. I gave all your compliments to Godwin today. But you know what? There's not even. He looks too good today, so I'm so sorry. But you look nice.
Oh, thank you.
You look good. You look amazing every single day. But today, I just love the color. You know how I feel about pastel colors.
You know what they say in Ghana?
What is it?
Fear women and save your life, my brother.
Yeah, it's true.
Fear women and save your life.
What is this?
They say it all across the world, eh?
All across the world, yeah.
But in different ways. Guys, here are my top stories. Kitty is off to Kenya. Oh, yo. The world's biggest Ferris wheel is open for business. Why? My name is Keboy B, you guys. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere at KEVOYB. Zin? Now our stories for today. The Ghana Niger cuts across all categories, from music to food to celebrities and movies. Most recently, Spotify released their top most streamed African artists. Almost 80% are Nigerians, though Fuse ODG managed to be placed at number 3. The likes of Wizkid, Burna Boy, and even Rema seem to be making bigger global impacts. For the overall streams for this month, though, Justin Bieber currently sits at first place with the most monthly streams. Justin Bieber still has songs? I don't know.
Yeah, he does.
He's still releasing songs.
He does. So what, Wizkid? So I was going to read that.
Check it out.
Yeah,
I was just going to
read
check it out
that.
and say.
I guess we'll come back.
Yes, okay.
We talk about Justin Bieber. There you go.
Yeah,
The most streamed African artist on Spotify. No, but excuse me. Okay.
So Wizkid.
Yeah, Wizkid. Yeah,
Burna
I mean,
Boy.
Wizkid essence right now is just everywhere. So I don't.
Fuse ODG before Mr. Easy.
Yes, because no, listen. Let me tell you something about Fuse ODG. Fuse ODG started this whole Afrobeat way before everybody. Yes, in the UK, before it was even mainstream. You know, so trust me. With as until
I know that song.
now what we do as until yes, and you know he
ago.
started a long time ago, so he
Davido
deserves
is
to be
number
there.
5.
Yeah.
Malik Berry, I love Malik Berry, Afro B, and then Rema, Pato Rankin, love him too, and then Alaji Techno.
I like techno.
Yeah, I like techno as well.
Skeleton.
But yeah, I feel like, you know, top three, people would have thought, you know, Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Davido.
Yeah,
people would have thought that, but Fuse ODG deserves to be
Fuse
there.
ODG, broke it up.
Where's our king, please?
Fuse,
Who's our king?
Where's our king? Our king should be on that
sorry,
list. This list is not fair. No. Our
This
king has
list
to be
is not
there.
valid.
No,
Guys,
it's not.
ready? We're going back. Now it seems everyone has gotten a ticket to fly around the world. Now Golden Boy, Sugar Daddy, Kiddy, just announced that he will be in Nairobi, Kenya for a concert. Now he is indeed a global sensation, and I always say this, I always believe that Kiddy is going to be a superstar. On his social media, he shared a video of Bollywood dancers jamming to Touch It. Let's take a look.
Touch it, shut up, touch it.
Well, you know, guys,
the chemistry between the two of them is
nice. Eh?
is strong. Listen, because I know Sinaso, the chemistry between them is strong.
I'll tell you something about Kitty.
It's
Hold on.
beautiful.
I'll tell you something about Kitty. Last week, my younger sister in Jamaica, she messaged me and she was like, "Oh, I saw this new guy, Kitty. He's really good. I love his songs. I love his music. I'm obsessed." And I messaged Kitty on Instagram because he follows me on Instagram. I messaged him and I told him, and he sent me a video for my sister. Yeah,
that's sweet.
And said, "Hey,
That is
Amaria,
so,
big up
so
yourself, bless up." You know what I mean? And she cried, eh?
He's done.
I got it on tape. I told her anytime she disrespects me, I'm releasing this tape.
That is really sweet.
Oh, yeah.
You're right about it. Kitty is a superstar.
Oh, yeah,
that guy is
he
going
has that
places.
international flow about him.
He does.
It's okay. You said it for me. That's all it takes for me.
Yeah,
Anyway, guys, American rappers seem to get the most extravagant gifts and yet never seem to bat an eyelid. Young Thug just received 100 acres of land for his birthday, and he has already started planning what it will be used for. The rapper announced that it would be used as both accommodations and entertainment. He plans to develop new homes, a water park, and a campsite, and call it all Slime City. Why? The rapper is already in talks with architects about the project. I wish he got 100 acres of land in Africa. Come on, black people, don't do that. Don't build anything in that place. Anyway, don't follow me. The London Eye is an iconic symbol around the world. But of course, whatever a country can do, Dubai can do better. Last year, the new Ferris wheel was featured on a show called Impossible Engineering. Now, Dubai is selling tickets to allow people to take a ride starting October 21st. The Ferris wheel stands at over 820 feet high. Can you imagine that? What am I doing on that thing? It is the largest one in the world by far and can take up to 1,750 passengers at a time. Guys, would you go on something else?
No, do you know what? I feel like just don't take that away from London because everybody knows the London Eye. Like, just don't take it away from them.
It's too
like,
late.
Now what can they do now?
It's
It's
too
like,
late.
you know, we have Big Ben, London Eye, and what else do we have?
I love
Buckingham Palace.
I love London for its ancientness, for the want of a better word.
Yeah.
But I think they are just stuck in one place. They are not
Innovating in terms of tourism.
Indeed.
I've never
They-
been. I don't know.
The culture is
don't
beautiful.
worry,
The culture
yeah.
is beautiful, but I think they should. You know, this was once the greatest nation in the world.
Still is.
Yeah, they say it's one of the best destinations.
Maybe. But yeah, I'd definitely like to go to that. I mean, I've been on the London
go on
Eye
this one?
before.
You'd go on this
Yes,
thing?
I'll definitely go on that one.
Not in 1,000 years.
Why?
People, I'm a black man.
Well, you're scared of heights.
I'm afraid of
Okay.
it.
The way you
I'm
said
not
that,
going
you
on that thing.
whispered.
Are you
No.
I
Not
love
for
it.
$1 million, I don't do it.
I'll definitely go. I actually want to go skydiving
Mm.
next time I go to Dubai. So
It's on my it's on my bucket list. Skydiving. I just don't know if I will. It's just on a bucket list.
just chilling there
Just
for no reason.
Just chilling. Hey, guys, the patois lesson for today. You know, I really didn't think of a patois lesson this morning, you know. But I'm going to give you something anyway.
Okay.
Zin? So it's very simple. Very simple. Zin, instead of not, we say nah.
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 Yeah.
Is that where we got it from?
Nah.
Nah.
You know you've been saying nah.
Yeah, because I say nah a lot.
Hey, okay, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, nah, in a different language is no.
Yeah.
Like, but in Jamaica it's not. So
Oh,
me
it's
nah, so me nah go means
me
I am
nah
not
go.
going.
I'm not
Okay,
going.
Yeah.
okay. So
Me nah go.
me not here.
Me
Meaning
nah, no.
You're not here.
I'm not here. Me not here.
No.
How do you say?
Me no there, that's different.
Me not there.
Me no there. That's
So is
different.
it here or there?
No. There is there.
Okay, it's there.
Yeah, it's like there. It's like
no
me no
there.
there. Me no there.
Let me try it. Me not
I'm not there. You understand? Me no there means I'm not there.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. Yeah. I get it now. It took me a while, but I got it.
How about me not nyam nothing?
No.
I'm not eating anything. How do you
I
say?
haven't. That's a different one. That's a different conjugation.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
But it's so complicated.
Yeah,
This is
it
like
gets
brain.
complicated when you get
I
into the
know.
nitty gritty.
So now we have je na, tu na.
Luna.
Yeah, man. You're not.
Il, el, anana.
There we go. Yeah, well, do you remember yesterday's lesson?
Mine?
Yeah,
Wo me pem.
I told you he would try to remember.
Wo ma a pem. Apembeba.
Close enough, close enough.
You know how I studied before I came on camera.
Okay, do you have a word in a tree or fancy or gun for him? Actually, no, let's do a gun word today.
Okay, let's do gun today.
Yeah,
let's do gun.
Babie. Very simple. I think Jamaicans are guns. Honestly. See the authority with which you
exactly.
spoke. Babie, say it.
Babie. What is that?
Simple.
I don't even know what it means. What does it mean? Come here.
Babie. Babie.
Yeah.
Babie. All right.
Hey, Babie.
I go Jamestown and.
Yeah, man.
I say, hey, baby, Babie.
Nice one, Cameron.
Thank you very much, boy.
Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. You don't know this is MX Mix Lifestyle and Entertainment. Little more. Big up yourself.
Okay, so that will be all for Coffee Daily today. Stay with us. After the quick break, we will delve into the importance of confidence in starting up a business.
Song I'd love to share with you today. Come on and sing along.
Look what I'm doing, do it just like me. Look what I'm doing, spin around with me. Look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing, come and brush with me. Come and brush with me.
Opinions are like onions. Everybody has one.
Abortion is a no-no. As a human being, you must take responsibility for all your actions and inactions. Your misjudgment shouldn't be enough grounds to take a life.
No. I disagree with you because look, if you do not legalize it, people will go to quack doctors anyway who might end up not just kill the baby but the mother as well.
Why should I waste my time join a long queue under the hot sun to vote for a political party, knowing very well that nothing would be achieved at the end of the day?
Something will be achieved. It's your civic responsibility to turn out to vote. Vote and vote for a good leader.
Governments need to cater to every graduate, diversify the economy, invest in other sectors.
But the government cannot do it all. That is why we need the youth to take up the mantle and set up their own businesses. That is how we will create economic viability.
Here on Opposing Views, we take your views, my views, and the views of the experts and put them in the right context for you, our discerning viewers.
Shut up and bend over, and let your backer do the talking over. So back up.
You guys are doing beyond what a regular would do, and I'm attracted more to that. I like people who want to do something different, not the usual TV.
What's up, guys? Your boy Kiddy, aka the Golden Boy, aka Sugar Daddy. Catch me on MX24.
It is fun, it is fearless, it is factual.
Hello guys and welcome to Home Fit. Home Fit is a fitness show designed to take care of all your fitness needs. I'm your trainer Brad and I will be taking you through a series of workouts. After a great workout, let's talk nutrition.
The news that matters the most is the news that hits closest to home. Politics, business, lifestyle, entertainment, whatever. Once it breaks, we are there.
If it touches you, your family, your community, or your safety, we've got it covered.
You need to know what is happening in and around Ghana and on the international scene.
This is MX24 News.
Jack, information we are see, and the way information they. That be why you for join me on MX24. See, wherever the topics they, the stories they on social media, we are going to comb through the annals of the internet. We will disintegrate all the topical issues on social media. You see, when it comes to social media, you know, cause you're sure, you know how we do it, right? So yes, join the conversation because you know what, it is about to go down.
And welcome back to the AM Club, broadcasting live from our Silicon Square studio here in East Legon. We're having so much fun. How do I say time? So much fun, and it's time for Lifestyle Daily. Today we'll be discussing the relevance of writers in today's age. Now, written communication is an exceptional characteristic of human beings. Spanning over hundreds of years, writing has helped individuals to inform, collaborate, and alert others. Writing is the primary basis upon which one's work, learning, and intellect is judged. It expresses who we are and preserves our ideas and memories. Societies have also benefited from written history, culture, and knowledge. But how relevant are writers in today's age of short attention span and viral videos and social media and yada, yada, yada? We'll be having a conversation very soon, but remember you can join in on our WhatsApp line at 055-033-1511, 055-033-1511, or on our social media handles at MX24GH with the hashtag the AM Club. Now, joining me in studio are two fine gentlemen. Samuel Ajiman Prempe is a professional writer and publishing consultant, as well as William Lamte, who is a writer, blogger, and journalist. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
We are fine.
Someone I know from back on campus, amazing guy. It's good to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be on the show.
You too, William.
Sure.
Okay, who do I begin with? Let me just begin with with Samuel,
Okay.
since I know him. How relevant is writing in our age today?
Godwin, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to be on the show. It's a delight for me to be here to engage your viewers.
In fact, before you go ahead, I need to initiate you into the AM Club.
Oh,
so
please initiate me.
You are all official members of the AM Club. You know what we do? Like my president will do, we'll knight you. Please bring your shoulder.
Oh, I see.
You're an official member of the AM Club. Yes.
100%.
There you go.
Thank
so
you.
now you're official members of the AM Club.
Thank
now
you.
Go ahead and tell me how relevant writing is.
Appreciating my your viewers for their time engaging your show every time. Writers and how relevant we are in today's age. Personally, I think that there has never been a time where writers have become more influential and relevant than in this age that we find ourselves. The question of writers being relevant is just as asking if food is relevant in this day. As we can see, there has been the increase of, for instance, dispatch riders in our era because people purchase things online and all that, and we have to use our dispatch riders to pick up foods for us. So there's been an increase in them. When it comes to learning, people learn with various ways. There's something we call VACOG. So VACOG talks about visual, auditory, kinesthetic, gustatory, and olfactory.
Take it again. I want to get that. VACOG.
Okay, so V for visual, auditory, kinesthetic, olfactory, gustatory.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are our senses. Yeah, so there are people who learn through visual means, so they have to see to be able to learn. In this age, we are adopting or adapting all of them. So there are people who like to see something, so they'll see our YouTube videos, and that is how they can learn from. They have to see writing, and they'll learn from. Some people learn through auditory means, so they have to hear. Yeah, some people learn through kinesthetic means. Yesterday, I was having a conversation with my colleague Ophelia, who is a mutual friend, and she was saying that she is not particularly interested in ebooks. She likes paperbacks. Why? Because she wants to see it, feel it, and that is how she's able to learn from them. So such a person, her learning is more kinesthetic. She wants to have a feel. She wants to touch it. There are people who, so these are our senses, and these senses of stimuli are senses through which information is communicated. So unless these senses do not exist with us as humans, then we can assume that writers should be absent, or the role of writers is restricted in this age. Now, writers adopt all these platforms and present their materials in various ways. Let's pick bloggers. So we pick, let's pick some popular ones I know. So we'll pick Ami Adebra. We'll pick, who am I forgetting his name? I don't want to say the one with the big head, but he said,
of course, Kojo Sheldon.
Good. So you pick Kojo Sheldon. So Kojo Sheldon will appeal to you visually. At the same time, he has a team that writes for him. So people are able to gain information through these various means. So there are audiobooks too. So writers use all these channels. It is because sometimes when we think of writing, we only think of it in a one-dimensional way. We think of it's being scripted and people picking it up to read. But I listen to audiobooks. I have articles online where myself, I don't read the articles I have put there. I use the audio version and I listen to the voice, and I like to hear somebody reciting what I have written. So writers have become relevant, and we are using various channels to appeal to the various senses of people to learn.
Wonderful. William, do you share the same sentiment?
Yes, I do. I think writers are still relevant. I'm not sure there will be a time that writers will be relegated to the background, because even when you mention social media, it's human beings that put out these stuff on social media. So definitely you need someone to write and put it there for you or any other person to go there and read that piece you want to read. So writers are very much important and still relevant in today's age. Even if social media is changing the narrative, writers are very, very relevant in today's day and age.
I don't know, well, we all know how things have evolved and things have changed. Like you said, now writers are using other means like the visual, the auditory, and the other things you mentioned. But we live in a time where, for instance, on social media, people want snackable content. The truth is, growing up, I want to believe we all grew up at the same time. Don't make me feel so old. You know, we used to read books. Daniel Steele and all these people, we buy them, you go to Circle, it's on the floor, they pick them up and read. Now, this generation wants something they can just consume as fast as possible. So, how challenging is it for writers to keep the attention of their readers?
Okay, so you've asked a very relevant question, and you have helped us to appreciate that as we were growing up, there were these books on the market. I must say that these books are still on the market. And when you go to Circle and La Paz, you see them on the stalls and on the floor. You still see books by Sheldon. You still see books by Steele. You still see all those big detective novels and all these novels around. Now, when there's an interplay of demand and supply, it suggests that the market is ready for something. What am I trying to say? Once there are people still writing these novels, writing this book, presenting information and bringing it out there, it means that they have an audience that patronizes it. The rational consumer, you know, we have people who say that Ghanaians do not read or people do not read.
As a matter of fact, I was going to ask you what you think of the notion that to hide something from a black man, put it in a book.
Maybe he thought it probably was true. But in this new age, we study, we read, we learn. I personally have authored at least 7 books. I've sold at least 14,000 copies of my books. let's assume that nobody knows me except the honor you're giving me to be on your show now. Nobody probably knows me. At least 14,000 people have purchased my book. Yeah, there are number of writers in our country. Some of them fall within the jurisdiction of pastors, corporate people, motivational speakers, corporate coaches, and people keep on purchasing their books. Now, we say that, oh, the people buy the books and do not read. No. When we make that statement, we are assuming that a consumer is irrational. But a consumer is rational. When I go to the market and purchase tomatoes, and the tomato does not make my granule soup taste better, I will not go to that same market and purchase that same tomatoes. So far as the individual is purchasing the book, buys it this month, buys it next quarter, buys it next year, it means that they are getting a certain value from it. So that rationale that people do not read books is quite misleading and suggests that the people do not know how to use their money, the people are not thinking, but even if they are not thinking, they will not be not thinking consistently all the time. There are people who buy books and buy books as much as possible. So it means that they are getting results and value from that. So because of that demand, writers keep bringing information and keep feeding people with the right stuff. Now, talking of the attention span, it is one thing you see with the increase in penetration of social media. People assume that newspapers will be out of business. Newspapers will not be out of business. People assume that radio will be out of business. Radio will not be out of business. People assume that TV will be out of business. We are here now. You see, but what are we doing? People will watch this transmission on various social media platforms. We have adopted social media and are trying to present the same thing we present to the people in the style and format which appeals to them currently. So in this age where people like to read information which is fast-paced, because you're in a fast-paced, knowledge-based, social media-driven era. People like things which are fast and can read it and consume it. So when you are writing a book, you are writing an article. I write for the Business and Financial Times every week. I had a feature that came out yesterday. I assume that my audience are first business people, but I also assume that any person at all can pick up the newspaper. Because of that, I interlace my business or topical issues with everyday illustrations that will make you relaxed when you are consuming it. So, as writers, we try to focus and try to pick things that are happening, trending, and also interlace it with the material. So far as BNFT is producing newspapers daily, so far as Daily Graphic is producing newspaper daily, it means that there's something which is being done right for people to purchase it.
But wouldn't you agree that the numbers have reduced?
Good. And the numbers reducing alone does not suggest a fall in markets. So, for instance, there are media houses now that are doing things right, and people are watching us on YouTube. Our viewership on YouTube is high than our viewership on traditional television. It's just, how do you call it? We've just been transmitted from one area to the other. So at first I would sit by my box and watch it. Now I'm watching on my phone. So at first there was no e-version, but today I go online and I consume so many information on this FM online, this FM online, this FM online. At first it wasn't like that. But today almost all the newspapers, almost all the print houses have materials available online that you can purchase, that you can read. So we are making use of Kindle now for Amazon books. People read a lot of books, people download a lot of books. So if you're an author, I have books that I don't have them in print, but I still get people to download them online, to purchase them, and to read them.
Okay, if you're just tuning in, you're watching the AM Club. We are having a conversation with Samuel Ajiman-Prepe, who is a professional writer and publishing consultant, as well as William Lamte, who is a writer, blogger, and journalist. Do well to send in your questions. We would like to read them out on our social media handles at MX24GH with the hashtag the AM Club, or on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp number is 055-033-1511, 055-033-1511. Let me come to you, William Lamte. Is literature appealing to the youth?
I wouldn't say yes or no.
Okay.
Because we have different kind of people and how they are brought up. So people pick up things when they grow, and others also tend to love what they feel or they get to see people do. Yeah, so literature, in a way, even in the schools, most people are trying to shy away from learning literature because it has to do with a lot of reading. But that doesn't mean people aren't reading. People are reading, but it's just that people are trying to shy away from getting first-hand involved because it entails some technicalities or some details you have to go with. But when we talk of reading in general, you can just pick anything at all and read without picking anything out of it. Some, just the headline will do for you and you go. But with literature, you'd have to go deeper, read step by step, word for word, and get the understanding of whatever you are trying to read or whichever piece you have in hand. So literature, in a way, I think has reduced. Yes, I think it has reduced, especially with the youth coming up. Yes.
You think the youth are more interested in videos?
We are more interested in videos. We want
Visuals.
to see and move on to something else, not stick to one particular thing for a long period of time. Yes, so even if you are writing, we want it in a short form so that we can have a quick grasp over it and move on.
Let me contribute to this. I maintain that literature is still relevant within our institutions. If you want to look at it that way, with persons who read literature as a course in school, it's still relevant. The interesting thing is that literature is not only relevant for people in senior high or people reading literature as a course, but almost all of us try to, or we interface with literature one way or the other. So when Ebo White or Latif Abubakar is showing their play, it is probably what we want to see. But then they engage a literary expert to put the scene together, scene 1, act 1, scene 2, and put all those things together. Without the role of that writer, we don't get to see what we like. When Clemento Chavez brings out a skit and say A for this, C for this, and all that kind of
It started with writing.
It started with writing. So we cannot exempt the writer from the final product. Just that we don't get to see that sometimes. So we may be watching the visual and say that, oh, Clement is funny, or this person is funny, is this, and all that. Yeah. What happened? It's been scripted. Yeah, it's been edited. They've done a back and forth. They try to say it this way. They realize it didn't give that effect. So they go back, they edit, they cut here, they paste, they remove, they bring it this way. It was all done with the role of a writer. Yeah, and when they put all that together, then we go to National Theatre and we pay 80 cedis and we watch Latif Abubakar. We go to National Theatre, Conference Center, we pay an amount and we watch an Ebo White show. Chief Moomen is in business. Chief Moomen will tell you he's bringing out something big. Every time Chief Moomen will tell you he's bringing out something big, he goes and sits under a tree, take a picture of himself and puts it on Facebook, writing. Chief Moomen is a full-time, playwright. Nana Asas is a full-time poet. He'll go and he recites his poetry to us, and it will appeal to us. What did he do? He wrote the poetry. Yeah. You get it? Yeah. So all this literature is being used on different platforms. There are some music, there are some songs. That's, for instance, Nana Asase does a rendition of his poetry on it. There has been some adverts that he does rendition of his poetry on the adverts. All this started with him as a writer, and he has to write each and every piece before they come out. Beautiful. Even with there are we need to broaden the scope when we talk about writers, and we need to let people. I'm a full-time writer. Yeah. That's the work I do. And we need to let people appreciate that writing is commercial, can be commercial. There's a lot of money in that space.
We'll talk about the commercial side. He's so interested in this one. We'll talk about the commercial side of writing, but we can also agree that the advent of audiovisuals, social media and all that has affected people's interest in reading. And we were told growing up that readers are leaders. Would you say that readers are still valued in today's age? William, let me start with you. You answer the same question.
Sure. Readers being valued in this age, I bet to differ, but I'm not sure everybody who reads, we can say is a leader or will be a leader. I think it's more of individual self, how you are able to put things together now and how you are able to manage things. Not necessarily. Yes, you read, you broaden your horizon, you learn new things, and you add it to whatever you pick up or you want to do. But I'm not sure readers specifically in this age becomes leaders. No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Okay, so I think whoever said readers are leaders probably got it right. And people are still reading and people are still leading. When you check the list of the richest people, you'll be amazed. They'll tell you, I read 10 books a week. I read this number of books and I check all of them. Let's name them. From those who go to the moon and decide to leave the earth.
Jeff Bezos.
Check all of them. They are all reading a number of books weekly, monthly. All of them. Sometimes they even show some of the books they are reading as a routine on their social media platforms. So we cannot underestimate the role of reading. People say they are busy. That is why they are not reading. But you see, the busy people who are running chains of companies. So is it Branson who runs Virgin?
Richard, yeah.
He's always reading. He's always writing. How I Broke My Virginity, big book, and all of that. So he's reading, he's writing. Gates, reading and writing. Brother Zooks, reading every time. The Facebook that we go see, we provide content. Zuckerberg is always reading, trying to read new books, understand his industry, and that is why he's putting them on the top of the
Would you say writing still has that impact in today's age as it did years ago? Because writers were were held up high. Would you say that writing is still relevant? Is still making that impact as it used to? Like you said, Richard and the rest used to read all these books. Now we know that people don't really pick up books like the way Richard Dems used to pick up books. Would you say writing is making that impact as much as it did years ago?
So first of all, the billionaires are always reading. The millionaires are always reading. They sometimes tell us the book they are reading, and they show us the paperbacks of it to let us know they are reading. It is in our context in Ghana and Africa that our writers are not celebrities. Elsewhere, writers are millionaires. So talk of Harry Potter. You get it. So she makes a lot of money from writing, and somebody decides to pick up the book and make it
a film.
A film. Yes, and that is what is supposed to happen. So it is rendered in a print format. Somebody picks it up, makes a movie, stages a play out of it. So they become celebs from all that they are doing. Mel Gibson will write a story or will pick something which is written and come out with Passion of Christ or other, what's the name? Movies out of it. In our context, we don't make celebrities too much out of such people, but we'll see people like Wole Soyinka and some other writers who we have a lot of appreciation for them. You couldn't have passed to mainstream GHS, SHS and ignore the role of Chinua Achebe. By all means, you read Things Fall Apart, you know Okonko, you know all those kind of people. Amata Edu, almost every Ghanaian will know the role she has played in our learning and education. We don't put them in the era or see them as stars and celebrities, especially in Ghana and Africa. But also, writers are well celebrated.
And that leads me to my last question. We don't have time. Is writing lucrative today?
Writing is very lucrative. When you go on a platform like Upwork is a platform for freelancers. So averagely, you get a writer to do an article for you. That is $100 on a platform like Upwork. There are copywriters who copywriters, all the adverts we see, Vodafone, MTN, Airtel, copywriters write that, and they are paid. There are script writers that write for movies and plays. There are ghostwriters that do, I'm a ghostwriter, so I do a full book for people, it bears their name, and they pay me for that. Nobody knows someone did it.
How much are you making from writing? 14,000. You said you sold over 14,000.
That is books that I have authored. I have authored myself. Yeah, at least those that I have count of.
So you've made some good money.
Those are hard copy books. Last year, within the lockdown, COVID lockdown period, I sold a lot of e-books. I didn't sell hard copy. I have a book titled Hello Intern for tertiary students and some other book. You know, that period was a relaxed period where people were indoors.
So and other reading.
It's the period I've sold a lot of books.
I'm coming to take some of the money from you. So, but let me read some tweets that have come in briefly so that we can move on. This one says, Oscar Jones says, keep writing every day. You will naturally grow more eloquent and clear-minded. True, I believe. Huna Cool says, writers are underestimated. That needs to stop. Hashtag the AM Club. CE Glover says, we do not write because we want to. We write because we have to. Writing is a must-do, like Samuel Ajiman Prempeh said. At Ashley 1BC says, just as the old saying, if you want to hide something from a black person, put this in a book. Ghanaians and Africans in general hate reading. Well, someone has said that is not the case in today's world. At Miss.edu, Jamie says, writing and reading must be encouraged on all levels. Unfortunately, the youth these days are lazy and they hate reading. Hashtag the AM Club. Your last words before we go.
I appreciate the opportunities to be here. I appreciate all the comments that have come in. I encourage all persons who are writers to keep up writing and see which platform they can make much money on. All persons who also want to write articles and books and do not know how to go about it, follow me on any of my social media platforms. The name is Samuel Ajiman Prempeh or at SA Prempeh. I'd love to connect with you and help you to bring out your books and articles.
Samuel, quickly, what are those platforms that they can make money from?
They're at least Upwork is a main one. Yeah, it's one of the biggest freelance platforms that a lot of people go to do very freelance. But there are a lot of writers on Upwork. For tertiary students, we have a platform called Everyday Intern, where students project their profile there. It's just like a Facebook thing, but it's mainly for internship, jobs, one-off article writing, one-off book writing. So everydayintern.com can also be a platform.
William,
yes, I would say writing is still a lucrative venture in Ghana. So keep on writing and just know where you focus your attention and you get whatever you want to get. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Focus your attention on whatever you want to get, you will get. Thank you, gentlemen. I've been talking to Samuel Ajiman Prempeh, my very good friend, who is a professional writer and also is a professional writer and a publishing consultant, as well as William Lamte, who is a writer, a blogger, and a journalist. We've been discussing how relevant writers are in today's age. When we return from this commercial break, Edma Oyemalawe is standing by. We have a magician in the no, before the magician, we have Travel Tuesday. So we are going to be talking women and tourism. Stay with us.
This is the Big Five. Jeanette Services presents Women in Worship. Themed The Grace Experience, featuring the VGMA Artist of the Year, Diana Hamilton, the incredible Mercy Chinwell, and the amazing Judy Kay from Nigeria. With support from Florence Obinim and Celestine Donkor, Daughters of Glorious Jesus, and Obapa Christie. Date Sunday, September 19th. Venue UPSA Auditorium, Medina. Gates open at 4 p.m. Tickets are selling for 70 Ghana Cedis single and 120 Ghana Cedis double at Airport Shell, Bachana Total, UPSA, or purchase via www.myticketghana.com. For VIP family packages or ticket reservations, call 0248-810-396. Women in Worship is proudly brought to you by Fortune Rice and Onga and supported by media partners. Women in Worship. Daughter, you still have a voice.
Underarms. You don't usually think about them. You protect them from sweat and odor, but that's not enough. What they need is something that takes care of them, so they feel good whatever you put them through. Introducing Dove Antiperspirant. It goes beyond 48-hour protection, giving you long-lasting dryness and soft, smooth underarms. Dove Antiperspirant cares for your underarm skin like never before.
Do you know the top 10 music trends? Have you seen the new music videos everyone is talking about? Do you know how your favorite artist makes their music? I'm moving, but they be bluffing and puffing and they be screaming and yapping, some even feeling and bragging. First thing is, I'm patient. That talented upcoming artist in your area needs the spotlight. Let them be our unsung star. Do you have any questions about music? I am Jason Alay, and I'm a music plug on MX Chart right here on MX24.
Opinions are like onions. Everybody has one.
Abortion is a no-no. As a human being, you must take responsibility for all your actions and inactions. Your misjudgment shouldn't be enough grounds to take a life.
No. I disagree with you because look, if you do not legalize it, people will go to quack doctors anyway who might end up not just kill the baby but the mother as well.
Why should I waste my time joining a long queue under the hot sun to vote for a political party, knowing very well that nothing would be achieved at the end of the day?
Something will be achieved. It's your civic responsibility to turn out to vote. Vote and vote for a good leader.
Governments need to cater to every graduate, diversify the economy, invest in other sectors.
But the government cannot do it all. That is why we need the youth to take up the mantle and set up their own businesses. That is how we will create economic viability.
Here on Opposing Views, we take your views, my views, and the views of the experts and put them in the right context for you, our discerning viewers.
The news that matters the most is the news that hits closest to home. Politics, business, lifestyle, entertainment, whatever. Once it breaks, we are there.
If it touches you, your family, your community, or your safety, we've got it covered.
You need to know what is happening in and around Ghana and on the international scene.
This is MX24 News.
Right there, I'm excited to come your way with football conversations, sports-related conversations, light-hearted, lifestyle-related conversations about the sport that we all love and are passionate about. Make a date with me.
Superb finish from Bernardo Silva.
Magical!
Welcome back, and this is still the AM Club right here on MX24. And if you missed the conversation today, we talked about the relevance of writers in today's age for Lifestyle Daily with my very handsome co-host Godwin Namboh. And right now it's time for today's hashtag, and you already know it's a Tuesday, so it's Travel Tuesday, and today we are here to keep you entertained, inspired, and of course informed, and we are going to talk about women and tourism. I mean, right now if you go on social media, you see a lot of women traveling around the world, taking beautiful pictures and posting it on their social media platforms, and I cannot help but to be jealous because I'm at work. But then I also love the independency that comes with women deciding to travel on their own and explore the world. Because back in the days, one would say it was more of a man's world, but now it's definitely becoming a woman's world. And today I have Henrietta Ajay, a travel vlogger, to help me break down the conversation and of course talk about women and traveling. Welcome,
Hey,
Henrietta. How are
thank
you?
I'm good. You?
I'm fine, thank you. So. Are you one of those who take beautiful pictures? I mean, no, that's not even a question. You are one of those.
I take gorgeous
yes,
photos.
you are one of those who take beautiful pictures and post it on your Instagram.
I do.
Post
of myself, of others
exactly.
as well.
So tell me where this love for tourism came about.
Ooh, okay. So first of all, this is not like the only field that I'm in.
Yes,
I'm an entrepreneur who runs a branding and packaging business actually. And so for a number of years, I was just going around looking for hotels, resorts, who would be interested in the paper bags that I was doing.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, out of the traveling, I realized you don't only have to travel for business. Why don't I spend extra time just exploring the town that I find myself, the city, and stuff like that. So I just thought, you know what, this might as well just be a side something that I start on, and it's just continued to be something that I'm really, really enjoying. Out of that, I started a YouTube channel basically for travel, and then also now I do trips where I take people outside of Accra to experience nature, just fall in love with the country.
Fantastic. And one would say that, I mean, if you have the privilege and opportunity to move from your own community, not even city, from your own community to another community where there's new people, new culture, new ways of life, why not document it?
Exactly.
So the fact that you took that opportunity is fantastic. And how long have you been doing that now?
This, I would say less than a year.
Okay.
I've been traveling for so many years, but I intentionally decided to document it less than a year. And really for me, I would say maybe 2 or 3 reasons. One, if you watch some of my vlogs, you realize
I had to mention it, sorry.
You realize that I love to do a lot of budget-friendly places. These, you know, well, first of all, the idea of a lot of people is that, you know, I need 800 cedi to get a room, I need 900, but I go to places that you can only use 70 cedi, 100 cedi for a very decent place to live.
So wait, hold on. No, you need to fill me in on this because, like, so how do you do your research before going on these trips, or do you contact the hotels or resorts for partnership? How do you do it? Because I wish I could find these things on the internet and find local places that I know I'm still going to get comfortable whilst I get there and still enjoy myself, but at a very reasonable price.
Exactly, reasonable. You know, it depends on the kind of travel that I'm doing, but one, I can do research. Sometimes I'm a very spontaneous traveler, so I can wake up today, I'm like, you know, let's explore what's in Volta region or Ashanti region, and then start asking locals, oh, where can I find this? Where can I find accommodation beside the beach or beside the lagoon, stuff like that. So one, there are some travels that I do that I need to do my research before I go there. Some also I depend on the locals because who knows better than the one who lives there, right?
Absolutely.
So I do get that as well. And then sometimes I ask other people who have been to other places that I probably have not been, you know, so I get information from there as well.
Fantastic.
So,
so now, how important do you think it is to showcase how beautiful our country Ghana is?
Oh my God.
Because I see that most of your pictures are from Ghana. And sometimes you look at one of the pictures, the one at the beach that I love, it literally did not look like that was Ghana. It was absolutely beautiful. But then how important is it to showcase our culture, our tradition, and our greens? We have so many greens everywhere and beautiful landscapes as well. So would you say that you feel like it's up to you to also showcase the beauty of Ghana as a person?
Absolutely. I don't think, especially for those of us who live in the city, we have no idea what's outside of Accra. There's so much beauty, so much green outside of here. And one of the reasons why I started the travel channel is because a lot of us, like, we grew up wanting to go to Dubai, Zanzibar, you know, all of these, Singapore, all of these places. But we don't even know what Keta looks like. We don't know what Cape Coast looks like. We don't know what, you know. So I thought, why not start from there? You know, where can I go kayaking? Do you know you can have like an amazing kayaking time in the Volta region, for example? You know, on the beautiful
I'm looking
lake
at you because I'm like, I'm writing this down. I didn't know that.
So yes, you can. So I thought, you know, why not start from there? Before you go to Dubai, before you go to Zanzibar, before you go to Singapore, why not check out some of these amazing places that we have? So that's one of the reasons why I actually started the blog. Yeah. Aside the fact that you don't need thousands of CDs to go spend some wonderful time somewhere. So,
so before we go into how important it is to obviously invest in our own tourism sector, let's talk about how you capture those amazing pictures. So do you have a camera? Do you use your phone? Because I know you can, the iPhone or even Samsung can take amazing.
I use a Huawei. I use a P30 Pro. Yeah. People tell me, especially people who want to start travel vlogging, I need an iPhone or I need this kind of camera.
Like the gadgets that come along, because I know quite a few people who'd want to start like a tourism or a vlog on tourism and traveling and all of that, but they feel like the expenses that come with it and the amount of investment you have to invest into it, they're not there yet, so they just put it on hold. But what do you have to say to them? Like,
I would say start anyway with whatever phone you've got. Just start right now. The truth is, I started travel vlogging with my phone because I got disappointed by my photographer friend who, because in the beginning I just wanted to do really professional stuff, and I was waiting for something to be edited. 1 month it didn't come, 2 months I'm like, well, you might as well.
I know what you mean by that. Photographers out there, do better.
I thought, listen, I might as well start editing, you know, shooting and editing my phone. So that's how it started, and people didn't even realize I was using a phone. So I'm like, you know, just go on. I use my phone for my photos. Literally, like 99% of the photos you see on my pages, IG and all of that, it's my phone.
Wow.
And yeah, I edit myself and put it out, and people love it.
Drone?
I have a drone.
And do you fly it yourself?
Yeah, I fly it myself.
Because like seriously, like this, I've never seen a woman. I mean, I've seen videos on social media, but I know for a fact that it's not them doing it. It's somebody else doing it. But I've seen most of the time when I see people flying the drones, it's mostly guys that do it.
That's
so
true.
How did you learn how to do that, or did you just like follow the manual and on YouTube?
This is so sad. I don't think I've even opened the manual, unfortunately.
So how did you do it?
But you know, that's why YouTube is so powerful, because now people call it the university, right? So I just go online, what can I do? I want to fly 360, what's the better way to do it? I want to fly this direction, 180 degrees and stuff like that. You go online. I mean, I went online and started learning myself, aside the fact that I also spent like 2 hours learning from somebody who already knows how to fly and has been flying for years. So after that session, and then I started, so I've been flying myself since.
That's fantastic. So, and in terms of editing as well, all of that you learned from YouTube.
Yeah, that's it. YouTube. How to edit, how to shoot better, how to do cinematic, whatever. I just go on YouTube and
yesterday I remember sending my producer a voice note and telling her that Google is a man's best friend, Chi-Chi.
Right.
Okay, so now I know that there's a lot of fear out there when it comes to women traveling, especially alone or just like a group of women traveling. People have this stigma, or they have this fear of going out there as a woman and what's going to happen to me, what if I'm not safe, what if I'm going to places that I don't know. And yes, even though sometimes you might speak to the locals before going there, I mean, you're still a woman and there's this fear there. So how do you protect yourself, and how do you feel secure that, okay, this place that I'm going to, even though I'm a woman, I'm still going to be okay and I'm going to enjoy myself, take the pictures that I want to take, and document it as well?
First of all, I think to take or to make the decision of, oh, I want to travel, you have to understand that is a risk. Every single thing is a risk. You can be traveling with a policeman and a soldier guy, and you still be
at risk.
Exactly. So you have to understand it's a risk that you are willing to take. Personally, I have been robbed.
Wow.
When I wasn't even traveling, it was just in the city somewhere, you know. So I just have to psych my, if I say I'm going to let that experience just hold me back and not travel ever, it's not going to be good. So one, I understand that is a risk, but also I'm willing to take it, because if I don't go out there, I will not know what's out there. And so I go, like I said, do my research. Honestly, there are some places that you're not supposed to be flying your drone, so if you do your research well, you will know that this is not where I'm supposed to be flying, and I'm okay just taking coverage this way. Two, like I said, speaking with locals really help. If you go every single place I've been, like, people know me in the community. You think I'm just one of those people, because you know it helps to be extra nice. Just a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you're going. It just helps for people to want to look out for you.
And the precautions that you take as a person, can you just mention a few of them?
Okay, so like I said, it just helps also to have a local with you sometimes. Also, don't go out too late in the night. It really helps them that you are not in the dark, because it's easier for people to target you.
Okay, so last question before we go. In terms of impacting the tourism sector, how important do you think it is as an individual? I mean, you're doing your bit by vlogging across Ghana and showcasing the beautiful resorts and scenes of Ghana. And how important do you feel like it is doing your small little bit to impact the tourism sector in Ghana?
I think it's important, like I said. That's why I've even started this this journey already. So, one, anybody out there, you can just be doing your part as well. A picture somewhere, find you wherever you find yourself, and put it online. Oh, this is where I'm at. People would want to check it out from there. And I also feel it's important because just by the little work that I'm doing, people are coming to Ghana and asking, where's this place that you went to? And that is money for our country, because if they're spending 6 nights or 4 nights somewhere else, that is money they are bringing to the locals, to the community, to the country at large. So definitely I'm doing my part. Other people can do their part as well.
Well, do your part. Put Ghana on the map. Let's help put Ghana on the map. That's absolutely it. So now if somebody wants to contact you, go on your page, watch your videos, where can they do all of that?
So you can find me on Facebook. I'm Henrietta Jete. On Instagram as well, I'm Henrietta Jete. I have a YouTube channel where I document all my travel videos, experiences and everything. It's also Henrietta Jete, and I do trips every single month. So for example, in September, I'm going to be doing a trip to Lake Busomtre, and so once you get in touch with me, you're going to know about it and join me. As well, in October 3rd to 10th, I will be doing a Kenya and Dubai trip as well, so you can join us.
You are really on this, like, you know, you're on the road.
I'm in business with it.
Exactly, you really do, and it's beautiful to see it, how you're so passionate about it. And, you know, some people just travel for the sake of traveling, but there's obviously, there's definitely more to it, and you can definitely turn it into something that is meaningful for you and lucrative as well, if you know how to do it the right way. Anyways, we have some live tweets coming in, and at Claire2 says, women in tourism are pushing harder than they ever did. Ayiko, hashtag the AM Club, hashtag MX24. At Bianca said, tourism is my hobby, hashtag the AM Club. At Mr. _Genfi said, I am enjoying the program. Thank you very much, Genfi. Hashtag the AM Club. And at ReadyX, Henrietta, I want to join your tour. Hashtag
get in touch with me.
Exactly.
Online.
So she just mentioned where you can get in touch with her. So please do make sure that you do that. But that will be all for today's hashtag, which was Travel Tuesday. And it was Travel Tuesday. Thank you very much for watching. I was here with Henrietta Ajete. That's it, right? And she is a travel vlogger. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the plug, and you do not want to miss that because I am so excited. If Now You See Me, the movie, is your favorite movie, trust me, you'd want to watch this coming up next.
Opinions are like onions. Everybody has one.
Abortion is a no-no. As a human being, you must take responsibility for all your actions and inactions. Your misjudgment shouldn't be enough grounds to take a life.
No. I disagree with you because look, if you do not legalize it, people will go to quack doctors anyway who might end up not just kill the baby, but the mother as well.
Why should I waste my time, join a long queue under the hot sun to vote for a political party, knowing very well that nothing would be achieved at the end of the day?
Something will be achieved. It's your civic responsibility to turn out to vote. vote and vote for a good leader.
Governments need to cater to every graduate, diversify the economy, invest in other sectors.
But the government cannot do it all. That is why we need the youth to take up the mantle and set up their own businesses. That is how we will create economic viability.
Here on Opposing Views, we take your views, my views, and the views of the experts and put them in the right context for you, our discerning viewers.
The news that matters the most is the news that hits closest to home. Politics, business, lifestyle, entertainment, whatever. Once it breaks, we are there.
If it touches you, your family, your community, or your safety, we've got it covered.
You need to know what is happening in and around Ghana and on the international scene.
This is MX24 News.
Jack, information will you, and the way information day, that be why you for join me on MX24. See, wherever the topics day, the stories day on social media, we are going to comb through the annals of the internet. We will disintegrate all the topical issues on social media. You see, when it comes to social media, you know how we do it, right? So yes, join the conversation because you know what, it is about to go down.
The Bible said that we are not of those who shrink back, but of those who believe to the salvation of the soul. You know, sometimes God wants to do things in circumstances and situations that when people see, they will acknowledge that this is not the effort of man, but this must be the finger of God. So to him, life meant Christ. Life meant living for Christ. Life meant serving Christ. Christ in you, the hope of glory.
ICGC Evangel Temple presents The Kingdom Culture with Reverend Eric Ampofo on MX24. This and every Sunday at 3 p.m. Don't miss out.
Welcome back to the AM Club. That was a beautiful conversation between Edma and the travel blogger, Madam Ajete, Enrita Ajete. You're still watching the AM Club, ladies and gentlemen. You can be part of this club. It's the biggest club in Ghana now. You can be a part of it. Just hashtag your comments with the AM Club on our social media handles at MX24GH. We've had so much fun. We're on to our last segment. This is the plug. And if you are interested in magic and you've been on social media, you probably have seen this young man. He's doing amazingly well. He's blazing trails. I don't want to say much. We have in our studios Bernard, the magician. Hello. Hi. Bernard. Your dressing, is it part of the brand?
Yeah, so that's basically my brand.
Oh, okay.
It's very Ghanaian.
Just an African print. So either for a short or trouser, then that same one will be used to design a tee or a hoodie.
Is that what you always wear?
Yeah.
Or that just
anytime you see me in town. Not this per se, but
African
but like
print.
African print.
Why?
Yeah,
Why that?
He's Ghanaian. He's representing.
Well, I think mostly the magicians I see from the foreign worlds are always in suit, tuxedo, and maybe that kind of thing. But I want to more like bring magic to the lower level, make everybody see it. I'm not going to go with the fetish type where you come out scary. So I just want people to know I'm just an ordinary person like them. Yeah, I eat, I drink, I walk, I don't fly.
But do people ever relate you to the normal fetish priest in Ghana?
No.
No, they don't.
They don't do that. And I actually state this on account. I don't perform with spirits or magical powers or something like that.
Okay, yeah,
So,
because I'm sure that people, when you,
I was going to ask him that
exactly,
at some point, you know.
As soon as you hear magician, it's like
Hmm?
Ghanaian, well, not just Ghanaians, but in the African world, we have a belief that magic is something demonic, satanic, you know, so it's like, hey, magic, then that means we're doing something
Since we've
evil.
jammed the conversation, I want to ask him, are all magic tricks?
Yes, they are all tricks.
All magic tricks?
Please, all of them are tricks. Anyways, the whole idea is magic is there to elicit out. So once you perform and the person sees it and is out, that's what gives us the pride. Now, for some people, they would be more surprised when they believe there is a spiritual backing.
Yeah.
It's up to them.
Yeah.
For me, I'll just let you know, no, it's pure skill, pure talent, right? Now, that is to let you know, appreciate the fact that I've gone an extra mile to do something you might not be able to do. And the reason why Africans in general do go with that stereotype that it has magic is because right from the ages of class 1, you start watching movies and what
that
you see.
we are talking about
this today,
that kind of thing, right? And it's been prevalent in our movie industries even till now.
But Bernard, okay, they say magic is also illusions. Look, Bernard, growing up, I saw magicians breaking bottles and chewing them.
Yeah.
I don't know the scientific explanation to that. I don't know the trick to that. How you can break a beer bottle, chew them, and then pull toffees out of your mouth. Like,
so that's the whole thing. Let me give you this analogy. You did math in high school, right? Yes. When the teacher is working something on the board and you do not understand, what do you say? Charlie, the guy, they work magical. Like, that's the expression.
I was going to raise my hand and say, teacher, I don't understand.
You don't understand. But yes, generally, once we don't know what happened behind the scenes or what happened in transition to the final effect, we just have to give it some other name. So it's either we call it magic or we call it something supernatural.
Things that our eyes cannot see, basically.
Definitely, there is something behind it anyways.
So you mentioned skill and you mentioned the time that you've put into it, and you mentioned people appreciating that eventually when they see the trick in your magic. So now let's talk about when it first started, how it all started, and where it all started from as well.
I always get asked about this question, and I still find it challenging to know when I got into magic. But basically, my dad used to perform magic. He used to practice magic. Not on a larger scale. Basically, he was performing magic to his church members. Right? He's not a pastor, though, but his church colleagues. There was a time more people tend to sway away from church and try to seek other help, like if you understand, in the fetish stuff. So my dad was like, oh no, if you think there is some spirits there, there is nothing there. You can go on your knees, pray, God will accept. So he used to perform some of those things in church to let them know, I'm here with you. Like there is nothing. Afterwards, he's able to even review. But the issue is because of our growing up, like I said earlier, we are so engrossed in the idea that now, even if you explain, something still there inside. So there were
maybe they're not being truthful, they don't want to be straightforward.
There were times my dad would perform some particular trick. There was one I saw actually, and I'm bamboozled till now. They brought a full can of Milo, right, and he kept it in. He scooped some into a cup and mixed it. The person saw him do that, and now he declared that it's now sand, like a mud water, something of that sort. The person, the guy who scooped the Milo into it was like, nah, he doubted it. Then I think he dropped a coin into the cup. The guy doubted it. He was still like, nah, it's still the Milo, until he drank it and realized that he had drunk sand. Up to now, I don't know how he did that. But knowing my dad,
but there's definitely like levels to the magic world. I mean, there are some who even do like illusions and uses illusions to perform tricks and everything, and it looks so real that you would believe is real, really and truly. I mean, there's nothing that anybody can say you'd believe in is real. But then I know for a fact that other magicians also use maybe palm reading, body language, and things like that to read certain things about you and certain things about your mind as well. How true is that?
So before he answers that, I want to narrate an incident. So I watched a magician do the same thing. He asked the guy to think of a name back in JSS.
Yeah.
You know, think of a name. You know, think of a name back in JSS, and they said, okay, keep it in mind. And he had a pen and a paper in hand.
Yes, and
he wrote the guy's name.
Yes, exactly.
I'm like, it's. How is this a trick?
But this is more of, I think this is more of mind reading, body reading, palm reading kind of thing that, you know, you get to know about what the person is thinking. I mean, it takes years and years of practice and studying the human body and the human mind as well. But I do believe it's a trick.
Please prove me wrong. I have challenged this. I have challenged this over and over.
Basically, there are various phases or aspects of magic. Right? There is a mentalism that has to do with mind reading. Then there are extreme people called behaviorists. So if you've watched, what's his name? Sheldon. Oh, there is this movie. The guy who acted Doctor Strange. He had this.
Benedict Cumberbatch. What do you call it?
It's an
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. Right. He's a behaviorist. He's able to watch you how you come about and tell you something. Right. I've not really delved much into that. Maybe I can try some. It might not really work. Raise your hands this way. Okay. Turn it this way. Okay. I don't know. What time did you get to work this morning?
5:50.
5:50.
5:40.
Okay.
5:45.
5:40. Wow. Okay. You came with an Uber or Bolt or something like that.
Yeah, I did.
On record, we never had this
No,
conversation.
we actually never had this conversation.
Okay,
we never had this conversation.
Do you remember the name of the driver? Don't say it, but
yes, I remember because we had a conversation.
Oh. Can you actually think of his name? That's what we are going to do. Count from 1 to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, that was perfect. Now think of the number of letters in his name. The number of letters. Well, you might end up abridging his name.
No.
Maybe if it's Bernard, you do it Ben or something. But think of the full thing. Right. So start from 1 to 10 again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Good.
8, 9.
You wouldn't notice,
10.
but when he got to 5, her head slanted. I'm guessing it's a 5-letter name.
Interesting.
It's becoming quite difficult. For this, I would have to go an extreme level.
Maybe I'm thinking the same name, but okay.
Okay.
I'm going to.
No. The 5-letter names. There could be as many. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I wish I could get something
to
write.
Paper? Can we get a pen and
to
paper?
write and show to you alone? So
Okay, so do it here.
Okay.
Okay.
On my tablet.
Let me do it here.
Okay.
And let's see. I think I'll use this. And there's no camera cord. Let me see.
Okay.
I think this might be the name. It might be wrong though. But think of the first alphabet in the name. The first alphabet in the name. The first alphabet. Okay, let's swap it now. Think of the first vowel in the name. It actually tallies with the first letter of the alphabet, right?
What do you mean tallies?
The first vowel of the name tallies with the first alphabet in there.
Yes, it does! Yes, it does! Oh my God, yes, it does!
Don't worry. You might actually want to mention the name of the person.
David.
You're kidding me!
And basically.
You're kidding me! What? Basically.
Oh my God! Yes, his name was David!
I don't know if it really captured.
Yes, David.
David,
yeah.
So
this is the behavioral thing you're talking about.
Basically, that has to do with mentalism, kind of. So it's one aspect of it. I don't really do much of that because magic is really difficult. Like if you meet any magician, appreciate the level of work they go into it. Before I'll be able to pull this up, it needs a whole lot of work.
Okay.
Like getting to know that she twitched her head at 5. It's
you
something
have to
no
observe,
one would.
Because I was watching it to see if there will be
any
a sign or
so
something.
That's one aspect. Then
there are so many names. There are so many names that start with it.
Good example. So it goes beyond. Then again, I might not reveal how I was able to pull the whole thing out, but that's at least a forerunner to the fact.
Look, this is the first time I'm meeting a magician in person. This is the first time. And I've always said I'll ask a lot of questions and I doubt certain things and all that. I mean, we've seen pastors who are able to, prophesy and all that. Is it similar to what magicians do?
No, I am a firm believer of the Christian faith. I'm actually an SDA, and I believe in prophecies, right? So there are certain things people, it just dawn on them by the Holy Spirit, and they are able to say. So I believe pastors actually are able to prophesy and stuff and other stuff, but there are some, not all, when they come to performing of miracles and stuff, that I personally do not believe, because when I see it, I'm able to know this is probably a setup, but there are some who do it genuinely.
Okay, please send in your comments. This is the first time I'm not mesmerized, but I'm astounded actually to see what just happened here. We are with Bernard the magician. We are discussing magic and how it's done some of the tricks behind it. I mean, he's not going to reveal everything, but if you have a question for him, do well to send it to us on our social media handles at MX24GH with the hashtag the AM Club. Bernard, have you ever failed at magic? Have you ever tried and failed?
There is always a down moment. There are times you don't really expect, and that's what makes magic difficult. So I always say this: magic is one of the most difficult arts in the world. Sarkodie will come and stand on stage and rap, and nobody will stop him midway. Hey, Charlie, you give this punchline, what you do? But when I'm performing and I do any sneaky move, they are able to stop me. No, I beg. I know they like this card. Go back to this. So there are times hecklers come along the way, but anticipating all those things make me perform better. It makes me practice more. Like I actually put in a whole lot of work, especially let's say if I want to perform a particular trick, I normally stand behind the mirror and assume the people watching. Okay, if I stand this way, probably it might reveal something. If I stand this way, probably this person won't get the effects properly. Well, so there are times I wouldn't say I failed, but things didn't go as I expected. But then again, as a magician, I actually improvised and did something even better than it could have happened.
And like, how long have you been doing this professionally?
Professionally, I've been doing this for 3 years. Okay, so a backstory to this was I was a TA, teaching assistant on campus. You can actually keep on wrapping this. I was a teaching assistant. I'm an electrical engineer. I always say that because people see me and they're like, oh goodness.
Electrical engineer. School, you chose magic over school.
Not necessarily, but well,
is magic lucrative for you?
Yes, it's lucrative.
Is it making you money?
Because of COVID, things are a bit downside, but definitely it is. I get invited to perform on stages and like a couple of TV stations as well.
Electrical engineer. That reminds me of a movie I saw some years ago. It was this kid. It was this kid who used something. I don't know if you ever watched that movie. He used some electrical gadgets to create something like magic. I think he felt inferior to a lot of kids, and so to boost his confidence, he used some electrical stuff. You've seen that movie?
Yeah, I've seen that movie. Yeah, I just can't remember the title as usual.
No problem.
Okay,
so we are just kindly shuffle them.
Okay. Hey! Don't look at me. I've never played this before. Please. My pastor is watching. I've never played this before.
No problem. Because of time, I'll just limit it to. I'm just looking at pulling either one or two of them up. But
so
let's see. Do you have your phones with you here?
Yes.
That's perfect. Again, this might or might not work. It's a might or might not work, but we'll give it chances. And you are both on Instagram, right?
Yes, you're both on Instagram.
That's very good. Kindly go to Instagram right now. And if you are watching live, also go to Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, if you are watching live, go to Instagram.
All right.
Before we move on, we are going to do something. I'll just explain at the end of the whole thing.
Okay.
Like I said, it might or might not work. Sometimes
He says that and it works perfectly.
I know, right?
It's left to chance, anyways. Okay. So let's see. I'm just seeing if everything is right here. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Okay. So you're on Instagram,
yes.
right? Okay.
I'm actually on your page.
Oh. So you can just hold on for now.
Should I go on your page as well?
Yeah, go on my page as well. Bernard
Okay.
the Magician. Bernard.
Okay, so you keep going. I will do.
Okay. So that's what you are going to do. Yeah. Now you can set your phone aside. Yeah.
Okay. Let's put it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that you don't see what's going to happen.
Okay.
Anyways. Yeah. Let's turn it this way. Okay. That's very cool. Yeah. That's very cool. Who do we start with? Edma.
Yes.
You are just going to help me select any card at random.
Problem.
Say stop wherever you want.
Stop.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Stop.
Okay. Pick this card. Don't let me watch. Keep it to yourself. Don't even let the camera watch. Yeah, just keep it to yourself. Right. Okay. So you are going to do this to. This time round, I'm going to riffle through the cards this way. You say stop wherever you want. Are you okay?
Yeah. Stop.
Okay. So pick this card. Don't let me watch it. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Now, if this should really work, you selected 2 different cards.
Yeah.
You can actually keep them, but take your phones now.
Okay.
And watch. I made a post.
Okay.
Early this month.
Okay.
And I felt you check there.
Okay.
I think it should be my 4th post on my page. No, hold on. Read the caption. It even gets severe. Count 1, 2, 3, 4.
I should count?
Yeah. So read the caption.
It's always said we reserve the best for last. Let the last day be magical.
And today is 31st. You can actually show the cards you had. If it really worked, your card should tally with what is on Instagram.
Oh my God! It's the same thing.
Where's my camera?
Oh, you had a Jack of Clubs and you had
a six of
Spades, and those are the 2 cards. You can check the dates.
Someone might think it was on 6th of August.
6th of August. Someone might think maybe that's why I didn't come here with my phone.
Yeah.
And it's not with my phone we are using to validate.
Oh my God! It's correct. There's nothing. I'm shocked. That's basically what it is. I love this. I love the suspense. I love the excitement. I just love magic.
Okay,
I love it.
ladies and gentlemen, I have had my first encounter with the magician. This is interesting. This is mind-blowing because I went on your page.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that there.
When?
Like I didn't see when we started talking. I searched for him,
yeah.
and I was looking at his pictures. I didn't see that there. It's amazing that when he did it.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. Bernard, you know what? You are officially, and this one, nobody can even say anything about this. You are officially a club member. So welcome to the AM Club. You're a club member, and thank you so much for coming. Really that will be all for the plug, and I hope you had an amazing...
A real quick one. I always wish people could appreciate the magic inside, right? And people could sponsor or, let's say, push the art forward.
Of course.
Because I think the entertainment industry needs more than just music and dance and stuff. So this is what I'm bringing on board. If you really enjoyed, you can just follow my social media handles.
Yes, I was literally about to I see that, and absolutely, please do follow him, support his work. But do you guys have like an association like of magicians in Ghana?
Yes, I've met a couple of people who do magic.
Okay, fantastic. Well, so that will be all for the AM Club today. We've had an amazing show. We've had Bernard the Magician, we've had Henrietta Ajete, we had William, who is a blogger, writer, and a publicist, and we also had Samuel, who is a writer, ghostwriter, and a author as well, and they've all been officiated into the club members of the AM Club. That will be all for today. My name is Edma Ohima Lawa. You can follow me on all my social media platforms at Edma Lawa, EDMA-LAWER.
And my name is Godwin Namboh. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Godwin Namboh. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.
Shut up and bend over, and let your backer do the talking over. So buck up, buck up.
You guys are doing beyond what a regular would do, and I'm attracted more to that. I like people who want to do something different, you know, not the usual TV.
What's up, guys? Your boy Kiddy, aka the Golden Boy, aka Sugar Daddy. Catch me on MX24.
It is fun, it is fearless, it is factual.
cold outside. Driving home with windows rolled up high. One hand on the wheel, one on your thigh. I just need someone to love me easily, but please me, please. We're tired of burning papers, rolling fire coils.